Hey guys, welcome to Healthy by Hoke. My name is Lauren and I've got something really exciting planned today. In case you haven't subscribed, go ahead and take 1 second and just click subscribe. It's right beneath the video, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that way you are notified every time I go live. What we're gonna do today is we are going to make 5 cocktails for under 100 calories. I know it sounds crazy, but it is absolutely possible to still enjoy life and partake in adult beverages while remaining within your calorie count. And for those of you that also follow me on Facebook, which if you don't, it's Facebook at Healthy by Hoke. You saw my video yesterday where I showed you 2 of these cocktails. The first drink that we're gonna make is called a Paloma. This is a tequila drink. So if you are not a tequila fan, this is not for you. And this does not taste anything like a margarita. So if you're trying to go into this with a margarita in mind, you're gonna be disappointed because it just does not taste like a margarita. This drink consists of tequila, which we have here, grapefruit juice, a little agave nectar, and then I'm going to use some fresh squeezed lime and lime seltzer water. All right, let's get started. So I've got some ice in my shaker. I'm going to pour 1 ounce of tequila into the shaker. I can't find my jigger, which is the bar tool that measures an ounce or an ounce and a half, so I am just using an old shot glass. In case you didn't know, 1 ounce of tequila is 64 calories. So we've got 64 calories in our cup so far. Next up, I'm gonna squeeze half of a lime. Also, a trick for limes, if you ever get a lime and it feels a little dry, just take the lime and with the base of your hand, you wanna just roll it on the counter. It helps break up the lime. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze half of this lime into the drink. And my other trick for limes, after you've squeezed it the traditional way, take the lime and fold it inside out, and you can really get all the lime juice. So when you're done, your lime looks like this, and you've gotten all the juice. Next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of agave. So agave is a lower calorie sweetener, kind of like honey. It's got like the consistency of honey, but it pairs really well with tequila because it's made from the agave plant. It's agave nectar, essentially. Okay, and last up, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of grapefruit juice. I'm gonna put my lid on and I'm gonna give it a shake. But keep in mind that when you shake things that are carbonated, the bubbles make the liquid want to expand, and so your lid will want to pop off. So I suggest that you shake over a sink and you hold on tight. So here is our finished product, and I'm going to garnish it with a lemon. That's pretty good. I love grapefruit juice. In fact, 2 of the things that we're gonna make tonight actually have grapefruit in it. So these are things that I like, obviously. So if you're not a grapefruit juice person, you can sub this out with another kind of juice, though it will not have the tartness that this one has. The lime and the grapefruit are just such a good combination with the tequila. Drink number 1 is done. Next on our list, we are going to make an old classic. We are going to give an Arnold Palmer a swift kick in the ass. So I've got ice in my shaker, and what I'm gonna use for this is Deep Eddy's sweet tea vodka. So I'm in Texas, we are big Deep Eddy's fan and Tito's fan. For any time I need a flavored vodka, I almost always go Deep Eddy's. Theirs are great. So for this, we're going to add 1.5 ounces of the sweet tea vodka. Next up, we're going to add 1/2 cup of this low 5-calorie Minute Maid lemonade. If you didn't know, an Arnold Palmer is lemonade and iced tea mixed together. And lastly, I'm gonna top that with about 1/4 cup of water, and we're gonna give this a shake. Now this is a drink that will be so refreshing in the summer, but good enough to where you can drink it all year round. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That is so good. Next up, we're going to make a drink that I kind of created, and I like to call this the lolly. My family made that name up for me when I was a very little girl, and so I just decided I'd name a drink after myself. This one is really easy, super basic. There's not a lot to it. So I have ice in my shaker. I'm gonna do an ounce of vodka. I'm going to add my lime seltzer. I'm also going to add my 5-calorie lemonade. And really, you don't even have to shake this one. This one's my all-time go-to, easy, super easy favorite. It's just so refreshing. I would probably garnish this one with a lime. The next drink that we're gonna make is perfect for any girls' weekend or a brunch on Sunday. I like to call this a berry peach champagne. All right, so what we have here is actually not champagne, it's Prosecco, but we're really just talking, we want bubbles. We want it to be like a white wine with bubbles. So Prosecco, Cava, champagne, even rosé, sparkling rosé rather, all of those would be good options for this drink. Before we pour the champagne, we are actually going to use peach nectar. All right, so we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of peach nectar. The next step for this is a little bit more complicated. So basically what I did is I bought a package of raspberries from the store, and I put them in a pot with about a half a cup of water. And I took my agave nectar and I just kind of gave it a drizzle, and I put it to boil. As the raspberries boil, they start to fall apart because it's not a really hearty fruit. It softens. It softened, it broke down, it turned the color of the water red. Once it was nice and broken and it was kind of chunky, I took it and then I double strained it. So this is what the double strained raspberry puree, concentrate, whatever you want to call it, looks like. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of my raspberry. And lastly, I'm going to top with champagne. I want to give you guys a tip for opening champagne. You don't actually open champagne by holding the neck of the bottle and pressing really hard with your thumbs. That's going to poke somebody's eye out. You know, like your mom always said, you'll take your eye out. The best way to open champagne is grab it by the neck of the bottle, take your other hand, put it on top like you're twisting off a soda, and it will pop very easily right into your hand. No mess, nobody lost their eye. That's how you open champagne. So now I'm just gonna top this with champagne. This will get garnished with, of course, a couple of raspberries. You guys, look at how gorgeous that is. Don't you just want to drink it? It's so beautiful. The color is perfect. Now I'm going to take a sip. This one for the win for sure. Next up, we're going to make a strawberries and cream margarita. So it's a little bit of a twist on a typical margarita. 1, in that it is skinny, and 2, in that it is a strawberries and cream flavored tequila. I'm also going to replace the traditional triple sec with light orange juice. This is the Simply brand, but you can also use Trop 50, which is Tropicana. I'm obviously going to use agave for the sweetener, and then I'm going to top it with my lemon lime seltzer. Okay, so to start, this is the strawberry tequila. So this tequila is a little bit different. I've actually not ever used it before, but we're gonna give it a go. Next up, we're gonna use the same, we're gonna do about the same amount of triple sec. So, a shot glass full. We're gonna use an entire lime. Next, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of agave. This is a half a teaspoon, so I have to do it twice. And then of course I'm gonna top with my seltzer. And then we're just gonna give this a really good shake. So it's got an interesting color, but again, it is strawberries and cream. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. That is actually really good. So to recap, we've got the Paloma, the spiked Arnold Palmer, the Lolly, the berry peach champagne, and the strawberries and cream skinny margarita. So as with anything, make sure that you drink in moderation. Not only is it the safe thing to do, but it is also going to be beneficial for your health. So don't go too crazy. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, I would love it if you would share, subscribe, and make sure you turn the notifications on. If you aren't a follower on Facebook yet, please go do so. It's got a lot of content. The YouTube channel is still really young. So if you're on YouTube and you are still looking for more inspiration for your meal prep or for other skinny cocktails, head on over to Facebook because there are a lot of great options there. I will see you guys on Sunday for all your meal prep needs. Enjoy.